Hello and welcome to an FA Cup replay edition of the preview show from RamsTV. Tonight, Derby County host Torquay United here at Pride Park Stadium in the first round, knowing that a win will see them face Newport in round 2. There are 5 first-round replays tonight, all involve at least one non-league side. National League South Weymouth go to League 2 Wimbledon, and Curzon Ashton of National League North travel to League 1 Cambridge. Gillingham and Hartlepool are both hoping to avoid upsets at home as well. And that's what Derby will be trying to do too, just 9 days on from the original tie against Torquay down at Plainmoor. Will Asula gave Derby a first-half lead on his FA Cup debut, no less. He added a second after the break. But the game changed when Aaron Cashin conceded a penalty and was sent off, scored by Asa Hall. Then with the last kick of the game, Will Goodwin equalised for the host to force tonight's replay. Torquay looking to get past the first round of the FA Cup for the first time in almost a decade. Derby looking to win at this stage for the first time since the 1980s when they last entered the competition at this point. And Derby come into tonight's game on a really good run of form, 6 unbeaten, not counting the penalty shootout defeat at Anfield last Wednesday night. They beat MK Dons in the league on Saturday, and Hayden Roberts scored his first career goal.
Yeah, just buzzing to score, more importantly get a win, just buzzing all round.
It is a milestone for you, and I know it's important because of the victory, and we'll talk about that, but for you to get that goal, how much does it mean to you?
Yeah, it means the world to me. You know, to score my first league goal, it's different. I scored in the Carabao Cup for Brighton, big moment for me, but you know, to score for Derby in the league, it's a massive achievement. It's something I'll look back on for the rest of my life.
Is that how you thought the goal would come? Did you think it would be a header from a set piece?
To be honest, I haven't really thought about scoring. I've been more thinking about keeping the ball out our net. But when the opportunity came to me, I had the header against Bristol Rovers. Colo tapped it in. I'm not sure if it was going in, but we can say it was going in. He stole the goal off me, but. Yeah, it's most likely to come from a corner. I spoke to Hammy. He told me I need to be more aggressive from set plays, and I took his word, and something I've been working on. So I'm buzzing to get a goal. Hopefully I can get a few more, but just happy to contribute for the team and get the goal before half time.
It's a message that we've heard quite a lot actually from the staff about wanting to be more effective from set pieces and almost wanting you guys to be a little nastier and a little more competitive. Is that something that you think everyone's having to work on? Yeah,
definitely. You know, we've got Connor, and you know, everyone knows how great his set pieces are. Puts it right on the money 9 times out of 10. Puts it in a dangerous area, and he could probably have a few more assists. So I'm glad I got on the end of his ball, and hopefully I can get on a few more. But you know, we've got to make the most of his ability, because you know, not every team has a player of his quality, and we're blessed to have him. So we've got to make the most of it.
And the timing of the goal was really important, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you know, just before half time, it gives us a boost. You know, we were nowhere near good enough in the first half, so to get the goal put us in a lot better position going out to the second half, and then from there our energy levels were a lot higher. You know, we pressed better, and then you know, we took the 2 chances really well. Colo with a great finish, and then you know, Nat doing what he does best.
A good win on Saturday, following up a really good performance on Wednesday night. Tell me about your experience of Anfield.
Yeah, you know, every boy's dreams to play at, you know, Anfield. Like, the whole atmosphere was amazing, and you know, looking back at it, just in the moment, you know, I just taken back. You know, when they're singing "You Never Walk Alone," you don't realise how iconic it is until you're there. You know, I watched a game at Anfield when I was younger, but being on the pitch is a lot different. And again, it's a moment I'll never forget, and hopefully I can play there again in the near future.
You guys must be, exhausted. The schedule at the moment in particular, I think it's 6 games in 18 days to start November, and that doesn't even apply to the weeks before, has just been relentless. How are you all feeling?
You know, it's been a tough schedule. I think it's a mindset. You know, you've got to keep going. You know, if you tell yourself you're tired, you've got to be tired. So we're all committed to the games, and you know, it's been tough, but we still got 2 more games and a little break.
Yeah, and one of those is the FA Cup on Tuesday night, a replay. How different do you think it will be against Torquay?
You know, we like to think we'll be a bit more effective in the chances we had. I think in the first leg, I think we could have had the game done by half time. We had chances to be 3-4 up, but credit to them, they played really well, Torquay. We've got to respect them because they pose a different type of challenge. But hopefully we can make use of our pitch. You know, it's a great pitch, play the way we play, and hopefully it's a good night and we can get through to the next round, and that's what we're all aiming to do.
That's Derby defender Hayden Roberts. Now, despite the original tie between the teams only being 9 days ago, both sides have played twice since they last met in the FA Cup first round down at Plainmoor. Gary Johnson's Torquay were battered by Chesterfield at the weekend in the league. He'll be asking his group to go again tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they have too much choice, as we haven't really, as far as changing the team, resting the team. So, you know, honours are even with that as far as the physical side of it. Of course, they had unfortunate to get beat by Liverpool on penalties. So they obviously give a good account of themselves, which is good. So I'm looking forward to the game, that's for sure. I've been to Pride Park a few times, and the atmosphere is always fantastic. So that will pick both groups of players up. You need that little bit of luck along the way. Lady Luck needs to be with us, and we have to alleviate too much luck by putting in a performance. And so that's what we're going there to do. You know, again, we don't want to be parking the bus unless they make us with their good play. You know, we've got to do a little bit ourselves. So I know all the boys are really looking forward to it.
And obviously, we now know it's an away tie at Newport County for the winners of the replay. Should that happen, looking forward to that one?
Yeah, we've almost become a soap opera, haven't we? The amount of times we've been on the TV and going to be on the TV, which I'll have to get myself an agent. But anyway, it's always nice because TV people that pick these games pick them for reasons, and so, you know, the previous TV appearances that we've had have gone well. So you know, I'm sure that they've seen that, you know, we give their viewing public a decent game. If it ends up us, for instance, if, you know, after Derby, but I'm sure they was also thinking of Newport versus Derby and another potential sort of banana skin for a big team.
That was Torquay boss Gary Johnson, whose side lost 5-1 at home to Chesterfield on Saturday. They had drawn 3-3 with Dorking earlier in the week to at least move off the bottom of the National League, but they've still got plenty to do to get out of danger. At least in Dillon De Silva, they have a man in form. He's scored 3 goals in the last 2 games. Derby, as I mentioned earlier, are actually 6 unbeaten in all competitions if you discount the penalty shootout that saw them lose at Anfield last Wednesday night. And the victory at MK Dons on Saturday saw them move up into the League One playoff places. That a real sign of progress, according to first team coach Matt Hamshaw.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think obviously when we came in, I think we were 9th or 10th. So obviously signs that we're trying to move forward. I think that as messages are coming across the group now, we're still a long way from kind of where we want to be, and lads are fully aware of that, and lads think there's a lot more improvements come from them. So as starts go, we're relatively happy. We feel we've missed a few opportunities to pick more points up than we probably should have done, but then on the other hand, teams have missed odd chance against us. So all in all, it's not too bad of a start.
You're never totally happy, ever though, are you?
No, we're not. No. Well, I just think we always strive to be best we can be, and unfortunately, sometimes you can never be best you can be. However, it's making sure that emotionally all lads are set, and even though there's not issues, but like people not scoring a goal, for example, or missing an opportunity to square it, or getting sent off, or giving a penalty away, which is what we've had quite a lot of recently. Obviously, it's a bit of a mental roller coaster. So I think us four sitters staff, we're quite good with things like that in relation to it. So dealing with things as an individual. So that's something that we've really tried to emphasise. Look, we're always here for you, and it goes a long way, we find.
And how pleased were you with Saturday in the context of the week and the game that you'd had on Wednesday at Anfield, which must have been draining emotionally, mentally, physically, all those things? It wouldn't have been easy to put in the poor performance on Saturday, but you made sure that you didn't do that.
Yeah, 100%. I think emotionally, again, it were a big night and a big game, and you understand lads probably had more family than they would have done, because it's not every night you get to play Anfield. But I just think that it's in the middle of a really difficult run. I think 6 games in 12 days or something daft like that. So, and it's turned out really nice that 5 of them have been in furthest parts away in country that we could have got to. So it's been a difficult run of fixtures. However, hopefully if we can get through FA Cup tomorrow night and then get a good result at Portsmouth Friday, it'll be well worth it.
On to Tuesday then, an FA Cup replay. How different is the dynamic of a replay when you've played a team, a couple of weeks before?
Well, usually it's a lot shorter period of time, but I think because we've had that many games, it feels like it was ages ago, even though it wasn't. So yeah, look, we were disappointed to not come away with the win. Obviously, I think the red card affected game, which we then kind of appealed and got back. So look, we had no qualms with penalty. But to lose cash at that point and then them score, obviously give them a bit of momentum. I think lads were obviously hugely disappointed to concede it manner we did in minute that we did. And we've got memories of all their fans running on, which is great for FA Cup. But when you're in opposition, you're like, right, okay, we'll get you back at our place, and we'll be at it from minute 1, as we will be any other game. It doesn't matter what game we're playing. We'll be ready for a challenge. We want to get through Cup, and we want to be on front foot. That's a bit of fuel for you then, is it, that reaction? I think it has to be, yeah. I think like when I mean, look, it's great for the club, and I don't want to be that guy who's like, you shouldn't celebrate, because we've been underdog. Everybody in their life at some point is an underdog, and it's great motivation for you being underdog. And we saw that, but we want to now get on front foot. As I said, they celebrated really well, as they should have done. But we want them to get back here now and let's go again. How nice will it be to have a home game? Been a while. Yeah, I'm struggling to find my way to ground, if I'm going to be honest. I'm used to coming here and getting on a bus and going wherever it is. So, no, it'd be nice. Look, we've obviously not had that many home games. Last time we were there, we won, which obviously we want to make the stadium a fortress a little bit. So last result we had there were good, but it'd be nice being back at home.
That's Matt Hamshaw, and that's all from the preview show for now. No Matchday Live or Derby debrief from RamsTV tonight. Unfortunately, we can't show the game due to broadcast restrictions, but you can follow the action on social media, and you'll get reaction at dcfc.co.uk after the game too. Goodbye.